Today, we're going to discuss 15 fascinating games in the RPG genre, or with RPG elements. These projects not only immerse you in captivating worlds, but also require smart resource management and wise investments in character skills and attributes. Let's dive in. Atlas Fallen is an action RPG, where players explore a desert world filled with ancient artifacts and dangerous creatures. The game focuses on combat mechanics and the use of magic, allowing players to combine attacks and defend against enemies. Players can develop their character by improving skills and equipment, creating a sense of progression and immersion in the game. Creating Atlas Fallen required an investment of $20 million. These funds were directed towards developing a unique combat system and a detailed open world that attracts players with its complexity and beauty. Such a significant investment enabled the studio to create a game that combines strategy and action elements, offering players numerous opportunities to experiment with game mechanics. Additionally, players face choices about which abilities to develop and what gear to use, directly impacting their survival chances. The world of Atlas Fallen is rich with various resources and opportunities that must be wisely utilized to advance further and uncover all the secrets of this mysterious realm. Wartales is a tactical RPG where players lead a band of mercenaries traveling through a war-torn world. It's not just about fighting. Managing resources, from gold to provisions, is crucial. The game offers the chance to invest in enhancing your fighters, acquiring better equipment, or learning new skills, much like managing resources in real life. Interestingly, the development budget for Wartales was several million dollars, which enabled the creation of a rich world with well-thought-out mechanics. These investments paid off, as the game offers many strategic opportunities, from choosing allies to developing combat tactics. Gameplay involves various scenarios where every decision influences the further development of events. Just like in real life, it's important not only to earn resources, but also to distribute them correctly to ensure your squad's survival and successfully complete missions. Deus Ex Human Revolution is a cyberpunk RPG where players control an agent with cybernetic enhancements. The game immerses players in a future world where technology plays a key role, and every character upgrade is an investment in their capabilities. Enhancements and body modifications allow adaptation to various situations and offer diverse approaches to mission completion. The development of Deus Ex Human Revolution cost over $30 million. This investment allowed for the creation of a complex choice and consequence system where every player decision matters. The game combines action and RPG elements, offering players multiple paths to achieve their goals. Moreover, the game allows exploration of open locations, interactions with NPCs, and decision-making that impacts the storyline and mission outcomes. This makes Human Revolution appealing not only to RPG enthusiasts, but also to those interested in technology and future investments. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic is a cult RPG that lets players dive into the Star Wars universe, making key decisions that affect the balance of the Force. The gameplay involves choosing between the light and dark sides, managing resources, and character development. Enhancing skills and choosing equipment are like investing in one's abilities to become stronger and more influential in the galaxy. Fun fact, the development of Star Wars KOTOR cost $10 million, which was a substantial amount in the early 2000s. These funds were invested in creating a deep storyline and diverse game mechanics that continue to attract new players. The game features a character leveling system reminiscent of strategic investments in skills and abilities, allowing players to adapt to various gameplay situations. Players can recruit different characters to their team, each with unique skills and abilities, providing numerous strategic options for mission completion. Star Wars KOTOR remains one of the best RPGs thanks to its well-designed world and choices, attracting both game lovers and Star Wars fans. Gothic 3 is an open-world RPG where players choose between different factions and survival strategies. In the game, managing resources, from gold to weapons and magic, is crucial for navigating the harsh world of Myrtana. Choosing which factions to collaborate with is like making strategic investments in alliances and partnerships that can determine success or failure in the game. The development budget for Gothic 3 was around $4 million, directed towards creating a detailed world and a complex NPC interaction system. The game offers numerous opportunities for character exploration and development, from leveling up skills to crafting unique items. Economic elements like trading and crafting allow players to feel like true strategists. The world of Gothic 3 is filled with intriguing characters and locations where every decision impacts the story. Players can choose which faction to support or go their own way, adding variety and depth to the game. Kenshi is a unique game that combines RPG and strategy elements, where players start from scratch and build their own story in a world full of dangers. Players must manage limited resources such as food, water, and medicine while developing the skills of their character and group. This resembles strategic investments in a startup, where every decision can affect survival and growth. The game was developed by an independent studio with a minimal budget, but thanks to its innovative concept and deep resource management mechanics, Kenshi quickly became popular among players who prefer complex and strategically oriented games. In Kenshi, you can create and develop your bases, explore new territories, and interact with other factions, adding an element of economic and strategic planning to the game. Every player action in the world of Kenshi has consequences, making the game interesting and unpredictable. The skill and leveling system allows players to tailor their characters to different tasks, creating a deep sense of personalization and uniqueness in every playthrough. Pathfinder: Wrath of the Righteous is a classic RPG with tactical and strategic elements. Players will have the opportunity to lead an entire army in battle against demons and other enemies. A crucial element of the game is developing the character and the army, which requires strategic investments in skills and resources to survive in this harsh world. The development of Pathfinder: Wrath of the Righteous cost several $million. These funds allowed for the creation of a rich and detailed world with diverse quests and scenarios, where every player decision can change the course of events. The game offers a choice and consequence system, making every playthrough unique. Gameplay involves many tactical decisions, from managing the army to choosing allies and forming alliances. Pathfinder gives players the chance to feel like leaders, managing not just resources, but the fates of an entire world. Darksiders 2 lets players take on the role of Death, one of the four horsemen of the apocalypse, in an epic adventure filled with battles and puzzles. The development of Darksiders 2 required an investment of about $50 million, which allowed for the creation of a rich visual style and dynamic combat mechanics. Players are given the freedom to explore the open world, complete side quests, and improve their character to become stronger and face challenges. The game mechanics include combining different abilities and using items to solve puzzles and fight bosses, requiring players to adapt and choose the best strategies for victory. The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom continues the traditions of the famous series, offering players the chance to explore a vast open world filled with mysteries and adventures. Crafting and gear upgrades play a significant role, allowing players to adapt their strategies and playstyle. The development of the game required significant investments in innovative technologies and the creation of unique mechanics for interacting with the environment. Players can collect resources, explore the world, and use magic to overcome various obstacles, adding depth to the gameplay. Every action in the game affects the surrounding world and storyline development, allowing players to feel like part of a vast living world. Risen 3 is an RPG where players embark on an adventure across open worlds, exploring various islands and determining the fate of their inhabitants. In the game, managing resources and character development are essential, requiring strategic thinking and the ability to allocate strength correctly. The game was developed with a budget of several $million, allowing for the creation of interesting and varied game mechanics. Risen 3 offers multiple paths for completion, from questing to exploring hidden caves and joining different factions. The gameplay includes a choice and consequence system, allowing each player to create their unique story. Disco Elysium is an unusual RPG, where players must investigate crimes in a city full of mysteries and secrets. The game offers a unique role-playing system, where every decision affects the storyline and relationships with characters. Players must invest in developing their skills and attributes to progress in the investigation and unlock new opportunities. The development of Disco Elysium was relatively inexpensive, but thanks to its unique approach to gameplay and deep storytelling, the game quickly gained popularity. The choice and consequence system allows players to create their own stories and adapt to different situations. The game emphasizes dialogue and NPC interactions, making every conversation significant for the overall game progression. Disco Elysium offers a unique experience that combines detective elements and role-playing. Divinity 2. Ego Draconis invites players to explore a fantasy world full of magic and dangers. The game includes elements of a role-playing system where players can develop their character and improve skills and abilities. The game was developed with a budget of several $millions, allowing for the creation of a detailed world with rich opportunities for exploration and character development. Game mechanics include crafting, skill improvement, and using magic, allowing players to adapt their characters to various game situations and tasks. Lords of the Fallen is an action RPG where players control a hero fighting against the forces of evil in a dark fantasy world. The game emphasizes combat mechanics and strategic use of resources, requiring players to manage their equipment and abilities wisely. The development of the game required significant investments, which allowed the developers to create high-quality graphics and dynamic combat scenes. Players can choose different fighting styles and develop their characters, adding depth to the gameplay. Every decision in Lords of the Fallen affects the outcome of battles, making the game appealing to fans of complex and dynamic projects in the Souls-like style. Middle-earth: Shadow of War continues the hero's story in the world of Middle-earth, where players can build their own army, capture fortresses, and manage their troops. The game includes elements of strategy and a role-playing system, allowing players to develop their heroes and improve their skills. The development budget for the game was about $50 million, which allowed for the creation of a large open world with diverse locations and mechanics. Players can choose different strategies for capturing fortresses and managing their troops, adding an element of strategic planning to the game. Every action in Shadow of War impacts the storyline and character interactions, making the game exciting and engaging. Adam RPG is a post-apocalyptic RPG inspired by classic games of the genre, where players must explore radioactive wastelands, gather resources, and fight mutants and bandits. In the game, it is essential to manage resources like food, water, and ammunition wisely, adding a survival and strategic planning element. The game was developed by a small studio on a limited budget, but thanks to its deep role-playing development system and world interaction, Adam RPG quickly gained popularity. Players can choose different paths to achieve their goals, from diplomacy to violence, allowing for a unique story in each playthrough. Adam RPG offers players numerous quests related to choices and consequences, making every decision crucial for survival in the harsh post-apocalyptic world.